Howdy, listeners. This is your host, Random Nerd, on the Critical Thinking Nerd podcast. This episode is a follow-up and a commentary summary on what happened between the Christian-based research paper on gender ideology and the Oklahoma college instructor that essentially forced gender quote-unquote affirmation ideology in a psychology class. If you haven't listened to part 1, please take a moment and listen. Link in the episode description. The link to the article is also in the episode description. The opening summary is: the University of Oklahoma has removed an instructor who was accused by a student of religious discrimination over a failing grade on a psychology paper in which she cited the Bible and argued that promoting a, quote, belief in multiple genders, unquote, was, quote unquote, demonic. The university said in a statement posted Monday on X that its investigation found the graduate teaching assistant had been, quote unquote, arbitrary, in other words, biased, in giving 20-year-old junior Samantha Fulnecki 0 points on the assignment. The university declined to comment beyond its statement, which said the instructor, quote, will no longer have instructional duties, unquote. So let's discuss. When the story first broke the news, it was a step forward that the university wouldn't let the 0 grade hit Fulnecki's class grade, but only after she appealed, all the way to the university's president's office. But the follow-on question arose: what allowed this incident to happen in the first place? Political bias against religious views. It was clear that the 0 grade with little proper feedback was a blatant error of bias. And even then, the assignment of how to affirm the patient's gender identity for a psychology class is very questionable for any psychology class. Personal feelings and political biases cannot and should not be anywhere near the psychology field altogether. Now, for the religious essay, which is available in the links included in the article, Fulnecki cited and reviewed full description and even scripture of why, in her views, gender ideology isn't just harmful, but also demonic. As a Christian man, I have my own views, but my question to you is, if nature and historical evidence has proven that there are only 2 genders, what makes gender ideology dictate there are many others in modern society? I've shared on women's sports in my first podcast series 2 years ago, but the topic of gender ideology goes deeper. What are your thoughts? Share in the comments or even send me an email. For truth, transparency, and fairness. If you found this episode meaningful, please continue to listen to my next episode as I dive deeper and research further to share my knowledge with you. Thank you.